Manning to throw on second down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That's all the way